Dude, the Bomberman N64 music is the best. Also, another smaller break has been added. What's up, Casper? What's up, JRX? All right, new brake configuration. Swapped out a couple of the sets. One of them is Vivid Voltage. The Chonky Pikachu will be pulled again. Can I make 3 even pops? Probably not. What you been doing, Casper? And J-Rocks? If I divvy these up across the top, I wonder, is there a way to make these piles even? Working? Hell yeah, you are. Yeah, there's just no way. Actually, if I really wanted to get fancy here, 3 packs across the top actually does it. Hot damn. We figured it out. All right, pieces randomized. We are good to go. Got these new packages of top loaders, and they come in bundles of 100, 200. So I open one of these. I'm good for a while. It's kind of nice. Oh my gosh, that's so nice. The problem is I've created a little barrier between the garbage can and the packs. And it's going to catch some empty packs. Just throw them on the floor. That's where they end up anyway. The garbage can is just a formality, honestly. Cut out the middleman. The middleman being the garbage. What's up, Marzi Barzi? I feel like it's been a minute. Cheers, let's get some heat. What, Caspery? I thought that's what you said. Alright, let's get into this feast. Smaller break has been posted. If you guys fill up that one, we'll post another one. That's good. That's very good. Congrats to your cousin. You put on regular music. The last ceremony I went to was for Haley, and I got severe, massive sunburn that I didn't feel until like that night. Ouchie is right. And then we tried taking the dogs again to the lake yesterday morning, but it was a little too early before it got hot, and there was bugs like everywhere. So like we cut that walk short. Oh, that's even more awesome. That's really, really good. Congrats to him. love to hear that. I think this is the longest I've gone in a feast without seeing a hit, but that just means they're stacked up somewhere, which makes me very excited. Oh, that's really, really good. Yeah, it's not easy to, you know, grow up with and deal with. So, good on him. Double God Pack? Yes. Triple. I haven't pulled a single God Pack yet. Electric Full Art. I've pulled Alberto, that is yours. I've pulled 2 or 3 demigod packs, but 0 God Packs. The whole family was hollering in tears. Oh, I mean, that's an amazing thing. Steel. I was just saying at the beginning of stream, I had like these different top loaders that we got that came in packets of 200, but I opened one and I'm like set. I really, really like it. Instead of opening like them like 25 at a time or whatever the smaller ones are, I think they're 25. Togekiss. I'm ready to see a Hyper Chonkers. So how you been, Jose? Dude, the muscle spasms, oh my gosh. I've been having muscle spasms in my tricep, just like nuts. I think I need to take some like BCAAs or something. I had like a really good workout yesterday. That's probably why. Haven't seen that Salamence in a minute. Pulled the Roaring Moon. Very good. Well, now you got a Salamence to go with it too, since it's the same thing. Fibromyalgia. If you or a loved one have been affected by fibromyalgia, maybe entitled a conversation. That's mesothelioma, my bad. Reshiram. The Moltres, it's been a minute since we've seen it, so we're due for it. Fibro. that's fun. Just abbreviate, your medical conditions, just, for fun. Just abbreviate it. So, if you want to sub, it's better to open it up on a browser and sub, because then you'll pay less. However, I don't know if the changes took place, but Apple just won or just lost a very major lawsuit where they can't like upcharge on their app anymore, but I don't know if that took place yet. No, I get why Mars Barzy, but like it's funny to look at it that way too, you know what I mean? Epic sued Apple for charging more. And I guess like that lawsuit was a very bad lawsuit to lose for Apple. Apple's hurting bad. Makes me happy, honestly. They get a little too comfortable upcharging everything and just being a crap company. And then on top of that, losing that lawsuit, they also got in trouble in the EU for predatory like microtransactions. Where like if you were about to like skip out on a microtransaction, like you weren't gonna hit yes, like a message would pop up like as a warning, like are you sure? Like to try and coax you into pressing yes. Which is good. Psychic. What? The feast filled, I think at like almost 6 o'clock. That's a very nice Arbok. Well, Epic sued Apple because people were getting upcharged on buying their currency, V-Bucks, on Apple. And they won. But because they won that lawsuit, it's going to like affect their entire setup. Because they made billions of dollars just, if you're using their app platform, it's like 30-40%. Just flat, no matter what. And if they're not allowed to do that anymore, oh man. Gengar? They were predatory with their game too. I haven't played it, but I'd imagine. I mean, they own Rocket League, and I can see that they're somewhat predatory. But the fact that they won their lawsuit is going to cost Apple like billions. But that's not even including how they got in trouble in the EU. They didn't sue for predatory transactions. They sued for the percentage and being exploited. Like they had like a monopoly on it, which they did. Where else are you going to make an app on? There's 2 stores, that's it. And they charge 30% bare minimum, every time there's a transaction. Welcome back, dude. Thank you. Team Rocket, a lot of people did come back for Team Rocket. Beautiful set. The beauty of the breaks, though, which you already know, is while Team Rocket is in here, all the sets that you missed are mixed in, too. So you get a little bit of everything. Fighting. Who's fighting? Jose. More water. I've been straight up addicted to Bellatra lately, dude. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I streamed a little bit of it on the gaming channel last night. Counter-Strike has a habit of like being good when I'm not streaming, and then as soon as I'm streaming, I'm full of just, if it's not cheaters, it's people voting for wrong maps. What do we got here? Master Shifu. Blame it on, like, the problem is, dude, it's become too common because the amount of people, it compounds. So, like, if you lose to a cheater and you know it, I know it every time, especially, like, when I start, like, taking weird routes or sitting in a weird spot and I'm immediately like being found and killed with zero info, I don't make any noise, it's really easy to tell. But anyone who's ever lost to one, then they end up downloading it and then it just compounds and compounds and nothing has been done about it, so it's just commonplace now. What's up, Dominic? Like 2 gaming streams ago, we were winning like 5-0. Enemy team, one dude disconnects, reconnects. He had 0 kills. He ended the game with like 30-40. And mind you, an average game is like 15-20. Very nice Houndoom for fire. His first kill, I got like headshot across the map through smoke. I was like, oh, yep, here we go. Need a little water. Ripping all this heat, working up a thirst, dude. Need to hydrate. Downloading Steam? Oh, you never had it before? Steam is the best, dude. It depends, but I will say this without saying exact numbers. Because of how Pokemon performed last year, production levels this year are very low. There's not a lot to go around. Normally, I would do a set on its own for maybe another week beyond release. Now it's I do release and I immediately mix it in, otherwise the set will be gone. It'll adjust upwards eventually, but it will. We probably won't see that until next year. Shrouded Fables. I mean, the start of Scarlet and Violet, from Scarlet and Violet base, was the beginning of last year to the end of it. The end of it set started getting good, but it was still enough. The damage had already been done. There wasn't even that much of it, Jose. So like, or Josie, because of that, they made so little, and then nobody bought it. It was like double bad. That's good. To find either of those in the wild is a gift. Those are definitely things you want to keep sealed as time goes on. Sounds good. I did post another smaller break. I'm excited to see another Hyper Pikachu. Pretty proud of your sealed collection these days. It's one of those things that I always tell people, even if you're not actively collecting sealed, keep a box seal on the side. It can never hurt you. I have to buy a couple acrylic cases for my more modern boxes because I have a Phantom Forces box that recently is like $11,000. And I was like, okay. It's still protected, like they're still like in boxes, but I want better ones. Colossal fighting. Well, that's good. Here's the thing about Digimon, though, SafeFam, is Digimon back in the day had numbered cards, like in their early sets. Something that Pokemon still has yet to do. I had a Digimon card in my binder from when I was a kid, And me and Nick were like going through it, just like looking up all the values and whatnot, and pulling them out for grading. And he finds that Digimon card and he looks it up. He's like, "What the hell?" He's like, "Dude, this is like $20,000." I was like, "There's no way." We look at it. It was the numbered version of the card I had, and I was like, "Oh," but still sick. I was like, "Damn." The new TCG? Yeah, that's not the. I wouldn't recommend it. I mean, unless it like makes you happy. Well, everything is on their way. Make sure you guys are checking that tracking. That Noibat. There is a Noibat. Huh. Because Danny came in here, he's like, "I want some Noibat." And I was like, "I don't know if there is one." I guess there is. It's not even about seeing the cards, but as an investment strategy, I would have advised against it. There's probably better odds in a lot of different places there. Or more of a return, I should say. As a novelty, though, you might have something there. 10 years, 15 years past, it's been gone for a while because they stopped making them because nobody cared. You're like the only one on the planet with a box, you name the price. Like I said, it can't hurt. There's just better bets to, be investing on. All it takes is one Digimon fanatic with deep pockets willing to pay for it. There's just a lot less of those. I never got into any of the other anime packs because I just don't really care. Pokemon for me is my childhood, and aside from having longevity, like it is my childhood. I do love it. There you go, Dom. Gorgeous Mamoswine. I think the God Pack is happening now.
Osprey bag WD-40. No more squeaky squeakies.
You said it correctly.
I'm getting rid of all the squeakies in our house. I did the laundry door, the patio. No more squeakies. So
One more time, what is it?
no more squeakies. I just gotta do yours.
What is it?
WD-40.
Good. There you go.
See, we just have to get rid of the squeak yard.
That's fine. But I kind of like that squeak.
Really?
No.
Yeah, I'll do yours later. Yeah. That's gotta go. I'm spraying all over
A couple days ago, she goes, "Do we have any DW40?" I was like, I stopped in my tracks what I was doing. I think I was like walking like through the kitchen, and I was like, "What did you say?" DW40. I was like, "That's not how you say that." So, We are a learning household. We're a household of science. We done some learning, you know? You want to call it that now? Ironically is one thing, but while knowing what it's actually called, that's fine. This was just what it was called. And I was like, no, that's not how we do things here. Ooh. That's such a clean grass card. Let's see if Loki is here, because that's the whistle that I can. That's his bat signal. I start talking about how good grass is. See the reaction. If she's not as sick in the head as me, where like my brain like was just it grinded to a halt after hearing that. I was just like, no, we need to address this now. Fire. See if they have any Raichus for me, you said. You don't got to get me nothing, dude. I appreciate it, though. That Bulbasaur. The Bulbasaur is a very... I wouldn't use that adjective, but I'd say, like, beautiful. Thank you for the follow. Just because I'm not having that reaction. You know what I mean? I got to give an adjective that's appropriate to how I feel about it. Now what?
He doesn't need me right now. He's finding the studs. So he told me go de-squeak.
We have a stud finder.
I know, he's using it.
Oh.
But he told me go de-squeak. So I'm out of his way. So I'll de-squeak for him. See, look at how good I'm getting at this. This is going to be my new thing. See that? Like magic. And then you just give it a little wait. It's okay, I know you love me. I sprayed all the ones. I just did the front one.
What if I want to put the squeak back on the door?
Too bad. I don't want to hear it. No more squeak.
Let me guess, the stud finder is the webcam? No, like I have an actual stud finder, but I do appreciate your compliment. Good job, thank you.
You're welcome.
Now let me open my packs so I can keep the lights on in the house. You don't have a lot of compliments in the chamber for me. I love to hear it. But first I have to pull you some. I have to pull you. What was the stipulation? Was there a specific card or was it just a good hit? Limited step. Oh, okay. Prismatic. Okay. I'll take that, dude. Honestly. Unless I pull it right here. You didn't specify it had to be for you, so I guess here we are. No, I'm just kidding. I know it has to be for you. Which one is that? The one that I pulled for you. The one where you bought one spot on your first break back and you pulled it. Literally like the greatest hit that I could have pulled anyone ever. One alt since release, yeah. We pulled it really fast, but we haven't seen one since. Sounds good. If it's in regards to recent shipping, everything has been dropped off. Check your tracking. If it's not, then I will make sure to forward that to Nick because I'm going to see him tonight. The hit rate is good. It's just hard to hit that card specifically. Getting certain alts or golds has always been challenging in the more recent sets. Trainer. Is it defaulting? Is it defaulting to a previous address, Dizzy? Like when you check out on the website? Yes? Okay. What's your first name, last initial? Okay, hold on. Boom. He's messaged. It'll be taken care of. I don't know why that would happen, but we'll look into it and fix it. A lot of times, PayPal causes that to be an issue. If you auto check out, it'll just give you whatever information you have in there. But something different entirely happened maybe for this situation. We'll look into it. No, don't feel bad at all. I'd rather get that fixed. You're good. I just texted him and I'll remind him when I see him too. But he'll probably address it right now anyway. Don't feel bad at all, dude. I appreciate you. Still waiting. The next notification that we're getting from them is your package has been shipped. So definitely moving forward, this will be the last submission we do for a little while. Just because it's too much of a headache for people to just deal with, honestly. Thank you very much. I appreciate you back, dude. Without people like you, there's no nostalgia factor. So, as far as I'm concerned, don't feel bad at all. Now give us the God Pack. With that being the case too, Josie, people wanting an update every like day and not understanding that it's not us, it's them. It's turned into just not worth it. It's just not worth it, you know. This set has God packs, prismatic. I don't know about all the Raichus, but I have a lot. I don't have like I haven't gone through and like checked off each individual Raichu, but there's a lot. Oh, and on top of that, I've been calling for a Team Rocket set to be made, and here we are. So hopefully there's an intern somewhere just writing stuff down that I'm saying. Because I have... It's like a faucet you can't turn off in terms of good ideas with nobody to listen to them. It's like having access to all the knowledge in the world. Like you're in like that library or whatever. But like you can't read. You remember you bought a whole break? I mean, you're more than welcome to do that. That's more, you know, it's allowed. This reminds me of Sheik from Legend of Zelda. Or Super Smash Bros. Melee, for those of you who didn't play Zelda. The Badoo. More grass, Loki. How do you feel about that? Great? You love it. I know. We've had this... I've had this discussion before, SafeFam. I'm sure. The fact that it's this hype without COVID, you can make the argument that it's more hype than when it was COVID. Get out of your head. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to go there. Because during COVID, everyone was locked down. They had nothing to do, so they could focus on Pokemon. Now there's not that, and it's hype. So it's like, how can you, if you're going to gauge if it's more hype, definitely, 100%. Well, here's the thing. Last year, people got very, very picky with sets and didn't really buy any of them. Now that the sets are good, all the Fairweather fans are back, but Pokemon didn't make more. They made less because of last year, so here we are. It's a beautiful cycle. But I hear you. I agree with you. No God Pack, but we had a good break. A lot of good heat. If the smaller break is full, I'll post another one. I mean, every set this year has been hype. That's the thing. Like, every set this year has been hype. Equivalent. Here's the thing. Like, the atmosphere of there being no Pokemon in stores whatsoever is very unique to this situation. Because whatever hype there is, it's multiplied by like 1,000,000. The combination of it being very scarce and the sets being very good has like an exponential effect. Because you could say sets like Evolving Skies and, you know, all that. But even then, they didn't have the scarcity that we have now. You don't think you've seen anything? So we have to like put that on the gauge of a holiday set, right? Because it's not a regular set. It's a specialty holiday set. So we got to gauge that based on other holiday sets. I mean, 151, it's like hit after hit. I mean, there was an amazing streak of holiday sets where it was what? Champion's Path into Shiny Star V? Or Ultra Shiny? I'm calling it the wrong thing. Shining Fates. No, I could have told you that. You get a box of any current set and you keep it for 5 years plus, hell, even a year, you're not going to be disappointed you did so. See, for me, like, I'm primarily just looking at it from a perspective of I love Pokemon and I want more in my collection. But secondarily, looking at it, it is everything you just said, 100%. All right, we got some spots left in break number... Oh, break number 2 is good to go. I'm very confused right now. Okay, 3 is good to go. 2 is good to go, 3 has spots left. I thought you said number 2 had 9 left, then I was like, what? That's why I hated 151 and DR so much, because I really love the cards in there. I think I'm over the Eevee hype, but I'm not sure yet. I mean, for me, I love Pokemon, so it really doesn't matter. You know what I mean? But I hear you. Honestly, my favorite card, James, is the Alt Nidoking, so. But I will try to get you the Umbreon for a compliment every day, for your praise. How about both? I mean, I could, but that's not the stipulation. The stipulation is only for the Umbreon. Adding both is raising the bar for me with no more incentive. All spots are good spots, but for sure. You get anything with your favorite Pokemon in it? What drives me up a wall recently is on the box art for Destined Rivals, there's an Arbok. There's no Arbok card. I like compliments, so that's fine. But they should come from your heart. I think that's the first time I've seen a Pokemon on the box art not be in the set at all. I don't even think there's an Arbok like in the background of a card or anything. Dark Golduck. That's the one thing that I wish they could have done with the Destined Rival is bring back Dark instead of calling it Team Rockets, which is fine. Like, I'm still happy with it, but there's a different level when it's Dark. And if I was the one making the decisions and not some inept boob of a person, what you do is this. If you have a Charizard in the set, you make a regular Charizard, and then there's a Dark Charizard. So it's an alternate, it's a different card. And you do that for every card you put in the set. Really easy. No brainer. But I'm not the one making decisions. Some form of nepotism where some inept person has that job needs to take this free knowledge from me. I give them ideas for free if they would listen, but they don't. Sets based on the games. Well, every set does revolve around the games. Like, whenever there's a new gen of Pokemon, there's a new gen in the cards. But I hear what you're saying, more specifically. Well, they did that already, SafeFam. There is a Fire Red set. There's literally a poster of that release behind me. Wait a minute, what? They had Fire Red and Leaf Green. Oh, I wasn't calling myself that. I was calling the person making those decisions that. Well, there's Gengar and Temporal. I just pulled one in the feast. Did you see it? Cinderace. I already put it away. Oh, there's plenty of cards like that, but I hear you. But eventually, do people figure out how underrated certain cards are? Which is why, out of nowhere, I have a Phantom Forces box that's 11 Gs now. Sorry, Marzi. I would Marzi Barzi, but it's in a pile that I have like perfectly organized, and I don't want to mess it up. Like it's packed up in the ETBs. I'll just pull another one and show you. It's easier. And then it'll be, I think it's dark, so it would be James's, it would be Loki's. Loki, I wanted to note that there is 2 grass sets in the background. I don't know if you noticed. Trainer. Alberto. Speaking of grass, Frankie. At what point do we say grass is a good type? Is it performing well every break? I love how you had an idea for a set that was already out. That's fantastic. You made yourself very happy. I can say what I want now, though, because I'm right about grass. I want to pull you on Brown, though. Legit. Regardless if you hold up your end of the bargain or not. I would love to pull it for anybody, but I pulled one out of a lot of packs. Oh, are we getting closer to the Hyper Chonkers? Alberto? I think this is a sign of things to come. See, not a fan of the peppermint, but I hear you. I hear you. Big boy. That was like when me and Nick went to a sushi place, and he had like an extra large like bowl of like salad because he really liked the dressing they had there. And the lady came by, the waiter, and she goes, "Big bowl." And Nick looks at her and goes, "Big boy." I laughed so hard, like that. It was a priceless moment right there. Hyper Trainer. Oh, I'm a basic pumpkin spice with my Ugg boots. I don't have Ugg boots, but they would go well with pumpkin spice. But to be fair, my everyday drink is just a quick shot of espresso. You get in, you get it done. That's it. Move on with your day. so you don't get the headache by the afternoon for the caffeine dependency. Anything more it's all fuss. Pumpkin is a Midwest staple, though. True. Psychic. There's a lot of hits coming out of this break. Okay, we got Brock. You can't tell if he has a nose. I guess you could tell from the sunlight, and he's got like a little shade going, but not really. I'm gonna one up you, Marzi Barzi. There's one thing better than pumpkin pie, and it's sweet potato pie. Very similar, slightly better. Never had it. It's almost identical, just slightly better. Couldn't tell you exactly why. I don't know if it's the texture or a little bit of the flavor, but just slightly better. False? Let's hear it, Loki. What are you bringing to the table here? Better not be no nonsense. It tastes pretty close, though, in terms of flavor. Banana cream is pretty good. Gonna have to agree with you on that one. I wasn't saying best pie, though. I was just comparing the two. Best pie overall, though? Damn, dude. Banana cream pie might be number one. Probably, actually. I highly recommend. Sweet potato is like an upgraded version of pumpkin pie. Strawberry rhubarb is pretty good. Okay, trainer. But if you like the taste of pumpkin pie, it tastes so similar that you're probably going to end up liking it more than pumpkin pie. I mean, speaking of like, just like comparing pumpkin and sweet potatoes, like if you slice them both open, I mean they're pretty like close in texture. Just add more whipped cream. You don't like sweet potatoes? See, I like sweet potatoes on their own. Like if you boil them, I would just eat a sweet potato. Don't like sweet potato fries though. Not a fan. Just wait, Dominic. It ain't over yet. Never tried a sweet potato? They're good. They're pretty healthy too. I just boil it, and you can just slice it open and eat it with a spoon. It's really good for like post-workout and stuff. When I was juicing and like doing different recipes, they had a sweet potato recipe and it tasted like pumpkin pie after you like juiced. It's pretty good, Dominic. He would devour them. They're really easy to cook. I mean, like, you just boil it up and you're good to go. Absolutely, like, zero prep time. Aside from, like, maybe cleaning up the outside. But you're not eating the outside anyway. Colorless. Oh, and that was a steal. See, Dominic? Let's go, dude. If Dragon don't hit, the steel's gonna hit. Glaceon and Dragon. So water and Dragon. Even if there isn't an Umbreon in this last pack, Loki, just know that I'm rooting for you. And it's going to happen. Could happen right here, but if it doesn't, it's okay. Psychic. Still a solid break. Not an epic fail, because the only way you get it is by getting the dark spot and getting reps in. You're the only one who had a chance in this entire break. It's just how that works. But with each time that you've gotten the dark spot, you've definitely gotten hits with dark spot, but with each time is theoretically your chances are going up. Dark is misleading until it pops off, because it inevitably always does. And there's even more dark hits with the sets that I added in. Like, there's more dark hits than there was before. But I hear you, dude. You're not a person that gives up, and you understand that you pop off. You just got to give me opportunity. And it'll happen. You'll have certain breaks that'll perform better than others, but inevitably they always perform. The grass came in and blessed you. What do you mean? You got heat with the grass spot. All right, how are we looking for the next one? I'll wait for a bit to see if it fills up. We're getting closer and closer to the hyper chonkers too. The fact that we saw the full art alone is hard to pull. If you don't like grass, that's one thing, but it isn't a bad spot. Those are two different statements, separate from each other. If you just don't like a spot, that's something else. No argument there. But you can't say that you did bad with it, because you got good hits. Wait for a little bit longer to see if this one fills up. Otherwise, then we'll just call it and roll it over to Monday. But it is here and ready to be opened. Sounds good, Marzi Barzi. Thank you for coming. Different times, say fam. But it's not so much quantity of time, but quality. That's the one thing that didn't carry over from COVID is definitely like, people have less time. Oh, that's good. I mean, you'll never be disappointed in making that recommendation, that's for sure. I'll make sure of that. My video that popped off the most, I would say, would be when I pulled the God Pack from Tag Team All Stars. I think I was one of the first people that actually had one on video that posted it. That is bar none my most viewed video ever. Do I have a command for it? Let me see. Yep. I think that's the one. The way I handled the error box should be the gold standard. What? The fact that I didn't refund everyone and scam them? Isn't that crazy? Even though I've seen it handled the exact opposite way a couple other times after I did that. $3 for Bowler. Thank you for that sub. You don't know somebody, say fam, until there's money on the table and they have the opportunity to steal it. You don't know if someone is truly your friend and you could trust them until you can leave money on the table and know that they're not going to take it. But like, you don't know someone until they can be greedy. Oh, there's been a lot worse since then, say fam. It happens every day. Resealed packs. I just don't get it. I don't see why. But like, I guess I would have to be a scumbag to understand that. I mean, there's off-screen squid. In my opinion, too, say fam, like, in terms of like what they're gaining for what they could lose, it's never worth it. But they can't help themselves because they can do it. If they have the ability to do it, they just do it. Just without a hesitation. I just don't see the worth in that. And it's wrong. Like, regardless of what it's worth, it's wrong. Like, that's number one. I think the honest ones, you don't even have to, because it speaks for themselves. If you have a reputation of always being fair and never scamming anyone, you don't need to say anything. That's the beauty of it. Not that that's the only reason why. You just do it because it's the right thing to do. But it is a nice benefit. And Dominic, you getting out of breaks for a little bit and then coming back in, you're going to get the hits regardless, whether if you wait or not. But I hear you. All right, I don't think this last one is going to fill, which is fine. We had a crazy week. Thank you, guys. To go right into release and then do the amount of breaks we did this week, very happy. Say fam, I'm glad you're back, dude. Make sure you come around more. I'll be on the gaming channel Sunday and back here Monday. Thank you, Loki. You're in the Discord, right? Say fam? I think you are. But regardless, love every single one of you. You don't use Disc. You're not the first one to say that. Loki's the same way, but he downloaded it. It is a nice, easy way to like see updates or see whenever I post, whenever I'm live on there, so you get notifications. And, you know, we post memes all day. But other than that, I love you all. You're all beautiful. Sounds good. Certain channels aren't really used, Loki. I'll have to just like remove them. We use certain channels more than the others. I kind of just laid out like a skeleton slacker. His first time using Discord, he's the expert. He's like, these channels, they're no good. I love it. I will. But I'll see you guys Sunday and back here Monday. I'm going to post breaks for Monday, though. Love you all. You're all beautiful.